VE3HFC, VA3IFF. Sorry if you were there, Brian. I didn't hear you, but thank you for letting me take over the net a few minutes before 11 o'clock this morning. This is Linda from Guelph with Victor Alpha 3 in Flanders Fields, IFF. As I get ready for the silence at 11 o'clock, I just want to thank everyone for listening in this morning. And also, my main message is to take a couple of minutes and remember. Remember those that have fought and lost their lives. Remember those that came home. Remember those who never saw action overseas, but still stood up for our country. And remember those who are still serving today. That's the last one. The ones that are still serving today is, I'm not going to say more important, but just as important and really touches my heart as well. I saw a lot of the younger veterans that were at the team remembrance dinner in Guelph here on Sunday night, and it was great to see so many out and, be able to thank them personally. The reason that Remembrance Day is so important to me in Guelph is Guelph is the birthplace of Colonel John McCrae. Colonel John McCrae wrote the poem I will break the 2-minute silence with in Flanders Fields, The Poppies Blow. I will be reciting that at the end of our 2-minute silence. Colonel John McCrae, who was born in Guelph, was a doctor, he was a soldier, he was an artist, he was a poet. He was well-rounded person, and his birthplace is actually a museum in the city of Guelph on Water Street. We used to operate from there every year. This is the 37th year that Guelph amateurs have gotten together to commemorate Remembrance Day and do our part. Mike and I have been involved for the last 36 years. We were not involved in the first year, but every year since. And it is true to my heart. As I said, the museum, which is the birthplace of Colonel John McCrae, is on Water Street. Lately, we have been operating from the Hammond Museum of Radio, which is also in Guelph. It was founded by Fred Hammond, a personal friend of ours, I'm proud to admit, and he will always be remembered through his museum, which is down South Gate, south end of Guelph, just off the Hamlet. You can actually see the museum and see the antennas that are up as we're traveling down the Hamlet Expressway. If you're ever in Guelph, take the time and call ahead and check out the Hammond Museum of Radio. It is well worth it. And while you're here, check out the museum on Water Street, which is the birthplace of Colonel John McCrae, known as McCrae House. And in a few seconds here, I will be asking for a 2-minute silence. I will break the silence with the reciting of In Flanders Fields. 2-minute silence, please. In Flanders Fields. In Flanders Fields, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the lark still singing bravely fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead, but days ago, we lived, out dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you, from failing hands we throw the torch, be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us to die, it shall not sleep till poppies grow in Flanders Fields. In Flanders Fields was actually written by Colonel John McCrae right after his best friend Alexis Helmer had been killed, and he wrote the poem and read it at the grave site of Alexis the following day. This is VA3IFF, and I'll stand by for any check-ins.
VA3IFF, Victor Echo 3 Alpha X-Ray Tango. Thank you very much, Linda.
If somebody way in the background, try again, and I'll try to get you in here.
And VE3ISX.
VE3ISX. Good morning, Barry.
Well, Linda, once again, thank you for reminding us all of your support with the Guelph Club of this very valuable Remembrance Day. I know 37 years. By the way, you also had VE3AXT thanking you as well. Anyway, I'll let you carry on. Thank you and Mike for doing this. 88, and take care. Have a great day. Thanks once again on behalf of ONTAR.
Okay, was it VA3AXT that I was trying to listen for, and I couldn't quite pull them out? If so, if you can pick them up for me.
I'll give it a try. V3AXT, Paul, V3ISX for the relay.
Good morning, Barry. You're coming in here 10 over 9. I can copy Linda, and I was able to copy most of the poem. So thank you very much, Linda, for what you do this year and every year. We really appreciate it, and it was beautiful to hear that poem once again. Back to you there, Barry.
Okay, thank you, Paul. Linda, Paul is expressing all of our thoughts and for what you do to remember our fallen soldiers and the current military that we so much appreciate. Anyway, I'll let you carry on. I'll say 7388 to you and Mike, and have a great day. Thanks again.
Yeah, thank you, Barry, and thank you, Paul, and thanks, Barry, for bringing in Paul. This is VA3IFF, Linda from Guelph, standing by if there's anyone else who'd like to check in.
Victor Echo 3, Papa, Charlie, Papa.
Victor Echo 3, Kilo, Charlie, Yankee.
Okay, I heard PCC and KCY, and I think I heard somebody else. Do you want to try again? Yeah, nothing heard, so I'll go back up and get Rob in here, VE3PCP. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Linda, and thank you very much to you and Mike for doing this every year. It's a big thing that a lot of people really appreciate. And for those that are not aware, I am also live streaming this to my YouTube channel, so people can follow along, or they can listen in after the fact if they're unable to get on the air and check in. So I hope that you have a good hour and the band holds up. 7-3 of the E3 PCP.
Yeah, I think you stopped talking there, Rob. You were right at my noise level, but I did hear you, and thank you for what you were doing for me and sort of putting me out with your remote station as well.
Yeah, very good, Linda. 7-3. Have a good day and have a good hour. VE3 PCP.
Yeah, thanks very much, Rob, and thank you for all you do for amateur radio as well. VE3 KCY, good morning, Ken.
Good morning, Linda. Morning to you and Mike. And we appreciate you doing this every year, and it's become a tradition. And it reminds everybody what sacrifices were made for our freedom. So, and thanks for allowing me to come down and operate at the museum there yesterday. That was a great time I had there, and then the supper, lunch, dinner, whatever afterwards was good also. So thanks again.
Yeah, well, you beat me to it. I was going to thank you for coming down and supporting us at the museum yesterday. And yes, it was wonderful to be able to enjoy supper with you as well.
Anyway, hopefully you get a few more here. And I know the band is not real pristine here this morning at this point in time, but thanks again for what you did.
Yeah, it would be better if the band was better at 11 o'clock in the morning, but it is what it is, and we'll bring in as many people as we can, and I know Mikey's putting them in the log here as well for me.
Fine, anyway, you guys have a good day, and we'll talk to you further on down the line. VA3IFF, VA3IFF, West Country.
And 7-3 Ken. Anyone else wanting to check in with Linda as well, operating as Victor Alpha 3 in Flanders Fields this morning. Yeah, I know conditions are not good, but I hope the fact that a few people are not around means that they're out and taking part of a ceremony somewhere close to them as well. That means as much to me as if they were on the radio with me right now, because they are remembering. VA3IFF standing by for any further check-ins. Good morning, it's Linda from Guelph, Victor Alpha 3 in Flanders Fields, operating from Guelph, which is the first place of Colonel John McCrae, who wrote in Flanders Fields. Standing by for any further check-ins. Linda from Guelph, operating as VA3IFF for remembrance. Any check-ins? Victor Alpha 3 in Flanders Field, Linda, operating from the city of Guelph, which was the birthplace of Colonel John McCrae. I'm just standing by for any further check-ins this morning. VA3IFF.
Victor Echo 3, November Sierra Victor.
Yeah, Victor Echo 3, November Sierra Victor. Good morning.
Hi, Linda. Good morning. The conditions are rough. I'm having a hard time hearing you. I just wanted to check in and acknowledge the sacrifice made by our soldiers and a great appreciation for everybody who has served and is still serving today. So thanks for doing the net, and 7-3 to you and to Mike. I mean, 3 NSV Kitchener.
Yeah, thank you very much, Terry. And as I said in my preamble leading up to 11 o'clock, it did my heart good to see all the serving veterans that were at the pre-remembrance dinner on Sunday night, and was able to thank a lot of them personally. Anyone else wanting to check in with Linda from Guelph? Victor Alpha 3 in Flanders Fields. Anyone else wanting to check in with Linda from Guelph, VA3IFF? Anyone else wanting to check in with Linda from Guelph, Victor Alpha 3 in Flanders Field, operating from Guelph, Ontario, where Colonel John McCrae, who rode in Flanders Fields, was born. Victor Alpha 3 in Flanders Field, standing by.
Victor Echo 3, India X-ray, X-ray.
Oh, Victor Echo 3, India X-ray, X-ray. Good morning, Bob. How are you this morning?
Oh, very good morning to you, Linda, and I have to apologize. I'm so sorry that we missed the actual beginning. I had to take my grandson over to the cenotaph in Fergus because he's in the cadets, and they were doing so I missed the beginning, but I'm glad I was able to check in with you.
I think that's very good. Thank you very much for coming and checking in. They put me on the matrix till 12, like for the hour, but I was starting to think I was going to be shutting down in a few minutes because I hadn't had anybody for a while.
Oh, well, I'm glad I found you at the time. And Linda, I was wondering if you or Mike would mind taking a picture or two, a photograph of you at the station there, and send it to me for the newsletter.
Yeah, actually, we're operating from home right now. We were at the museum the last 2 days, and I did take a picture yesterday when I was down there, and I think Mike took a few pictures as well, so we can forward them on to you.
Okay, well, that would be very, very much appreciated because I'm trying to do a few remembrance items in the newsletter, so I would appreciate that. Thank you very, very much.
Yep, and you have a good day as well, and thank you very much for checking in with me this morning as VA3IFF.
All right, and thanks again, Linda, for what you're doing there. So 7-3, this is VA3IFF is clear.
Yeah, it's actually the 37th year for Guelph amateurs to be doing Helping for Remembrance. And 36 of those 37, Mike and I have been involved.
Roger, Roger. 7-3, thanks again.
Yep, thank you very much. Anyone else wanting to check in with Linda from Guelph? Victor Alpha 3 in Flanders Field. And this is Linda, VA3IFF, operating the Linda as VA3 in Flanders Field from the city of Guelph, the birthplace of Colonel so the flight is rechecking. Something you want to tune in to listen to me this morning? This morning. We tell it to chicken, and they haven't had anything for almost 10 minutes. Other things I need to get done today, so now it's about 11:30. So take care, have a good day. Please, if you haven't already, please subscribe.